Today I'm hiking up a mountain and I've got no idea what I'm going to shoot. I came up here with no real plan and just started walking up a hill, and well, right now I think the highest up this mountain that I've ever been. What am I going to find to shoot? I've got no idea. Come along and see. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do and you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. I am officially, I think, as high up this mountain as I've ever been. In fact, I'm higher up this mountain than I've ever been. And I'm just exploring. I didn't really have a plan when I came up here today, and I just started on this trail and I've just carried on going. It's still a good hour and a quarter to the summit, I think, and maybe even longer than that. And I'm not attempting that today. I haven't left myself enough time and I haven't brought enough water. As I said, I wasn't really planning on a massive hike today. Yeah, there's been some beautiful views on the way up, which hopefully you can see on this video, because I did pause and shoot some video on the way up. Nothing that I fancied making a photograph of, but that's okay. Just seeing the views is enough. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm now up on a kind of a trail up the side of the mountain. The sun's up there being partially blocked by a tree. I'll just come back around here so you're not being blinded. And I'm just going to carry on up here and see what I can find to shoot. Hopefully I can find something up here. Probably not too late before sunset, because I do fancy getting quite a way down the trail before it gets dark. Because there is a few places where it could be very easy to lose the trail, and that wouldn't be a lot of fun if it's getting dark. Anyway, I better press on and do some more walking. So I've been walking up here for quite a while and came through some wooded areas, and I must admit I almost turned back because I just wasn't sure how long it was going to be before I hit open terrain again. But I have now. I'm still 45 minutes from the summit, and as I said, I'm not even going to attempt it, but I have hit, you know, a beautiful view. Unfortunately the sun's kind of over there, so it might be a bit bright, but I'm going to have a little wander around here. There's an old building over here. I think there's another one over there. I'm just going to have a look and see what's here and if there's anything worth shooting. And then I think I'll have to start heading back down. It's, what is it? It's about an hour and 10 minutes until sunset. And I've got a fair way back. I think I've been walking up here for about 2 hours. So yeah, let's have a little look around and see what we can find. I'm not really sure what this building is. I mean, it's obviously it's got no roof on it, so it's obviously a ruin. I've got a feeling I've seen this on the map. If I can find the name of it, I'll put it on the video now. Now that is some beautiful views. Right away down out to Alicante and beyond on the coast. Right out, I think I can probably see out to Santa Pola and beyond. Beautiful. Not photogenic, but beautiful. I think the summit is right over there, and I think that's a good 45 minutes according to the sign. Probably longer than that for me because I'm not as fit as some people. Okay, let's have a little bit more of a wander around, see if there's anything to photograph. less than an hour now till sunset, and there's no way I'm going to try the summit. As I said, I've not come equipped for it. I haven't given myself enough time, and I certainly haven't got enough water to do another 45 minutes up, and then, you know, however long it's going to take me to get back down again. So I think this video might be part one of a two-part series, because I think what I'm going to do in a couple of weeks' time maybe is attempt coming up here a bit earlier in the day and bring plenty of water and see if we can get all the way up to the top. I don't know if that's going to give me any photographic opportunities or not, but it's worth a try. What I'm doing now is actually starting to head back down again, and I'm going back in through the wooded areas that I passed on the way up, and then when we get to some open space, there was a couple of potential shots that I saw kind of on the way up that I might consider trying. Got to be careful of my footing down here, but if not, well, you know, doesn't really matter. I said in the video when I talked about, you know, making tough decisions about cutting back on the weight of my gear, that I'd rediscovered the love of walking, and that's true. I think if I'd been doing this trip with all my other camera gear, well, actually I don't think I'd have made it. I don't think I could have dragged all that weight all this far up, but I certainly think by now I'd have been feeling pretty down that I hadn't found an image to shoot. Whereas at the minute I actually don't really care, I'm just enjoying the walk. Anyway, I'm going to keep an eye on my footing, hopefully find something to shoot, even if it's not fantastic. We'll have a go at some sort of photography before the video ends, and I'll catch up with you then. Okay, so as I've been coming back down the mountain, I've been kind of looking for a shot to take. And one of the challenges with being on the side of the mountain is the mountain basically dominates one side of the scene. Unless you point the camera either straight towards it, which basically just fills the frame, or away from it, you're going to get the mountain dominating one entire side of the scene, and you end up with a very unbalanced image. Now the scene I've got in front of me has got more balance. So the way I've got this set up, there's a little rock coming in on the bottom right hand side of the frame. This tree here on the right hand side of the frame, and the sun is actually coming through that tree, and then the mountain on the left hand side of the frame, or that part of the mountain on the left hand side of the frame. And there's loads of sort of bushes and that kind of filling the bottom of the scene up, and then a bit of cloud over the top of the mountain. It would be nicer if the cloud that's up there moves across a little bit further, but it might still work. I am going to have to bracket exposures on this because the light coming through the tree is very, very bright. So let's have a look at that on the camera. Okay, so this is the scene that I've got. Let me just turn the grid display off. So this is the scene that I've got. There's the tree, there's the mountain. The light's coming through the tree, there's a little bit of cloud up above the mountain. This is obviously far too bright, so let's put it back. Now you can see the cloud up above the mountain, which is not ideal. I'd almost rather it was blue sky or the cloud was further across, but let's... Okay, so there's my histogram. Probably 1/125th a second will do for the highlights. There's very slightly blown out highlights just there, so I'll do one at 1/160th as well, just to be on the safe side. Now, the shadows aren't completely clipped, so I could probably recover shadow detail, but I'm going to do another one at... Let's do one at a 60th of a second. That's now blowing the highlights out a lot. And then we'll do another one, or way up. Let's go for a 25th of a second. and I can merge those later in Photoshop. I'm going to hang on for a few minutes and just see if that cloud spreads a little bit further across before the light disappears. Yeah, I don't think the position of the cloud's getting any better. It's still much heavier over the mountain than it is anywhere else. So I'm going to do one more set of shots, same exposure times, ready for blending, and then I'll just choose either this one or the previous one, depending on which one looks best. Okay, the sun has gone down behind the mountains. We've got no clouds to create post-sunset colours. So it's all over. I have at least managed to get down off of the trickier trails before it gets too dark. Still got a little way to go back to the car. Probably a bit more exploration than photography, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you know the routine. Give it a like, share it on social media, leave me a comment. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit subscribe. As always, really appreciate you taking the time to watch, so thank you very much. And until the next video, bye.